Yay. Hello, race fans, and welcome to the official NASCAR iRacing series presented by V8s Online. It's race week 21 of racing, and we're coming to you live from Pocono, the Tricky Triangle. The last time we were here, it was week 14 of action, and it was a very difficult week of racing as we had a lot of incidents on the track. Tonight's broadcast is going to be presented to you in glorious high definition, as it is always brought to you by our wonderful friends at TrakRacer, SimInstruments, and our very best Get Dirty MX, our good friends over there. I got a good friend with me tonight. His name's Kane Kraft, as you guys know. I'm JD Smith. Kane, I'm very excited about week 21. I hated I wasn't able to make it with you last week. We had a big race over there in Indianapolis at the Brickyard. But now back to a more familiar ground for these guys. This will be the second time on Pocono this year. You got to think we're going to have a better handle on it this time around.
Yeah, very glad to have you back, JD. Last week was a test of my patience. We had no overlays. The thing was acting goofy, and you weren't here. But Justin Petschauer filled in, and he did a fantastic job. It was unfortunate that he had to be here on a day where nothing seemed to work, but we got through it. We're here this week, round 21, Pocono. It's going to be fantastic.
That should be a wonderful night of action out on the track, and do thank Mr. Petschauer very much. We'll have to invite him back on a normal night where things are working right. We'll just make sure it's not after a new iRacing build. It seems like every time there's a new build, it always brings a couple little bugs our way. But without further ado, I'm excited about the race tonight. Let's talk a little bit about it. We were here just a few weeks ago in week 14. It's week 21 now, and looks like tonight we're going to have a 31-car field. Kane, the top's always such an entertaining bunch of guys. These guys know this track very well, but it doesn't help. It's just really tricky. Setups are always so hard to get right here. The race teams work day and night at tons of hours in the shop getting things ready to try to make their car just perform just right for these drivers. It's very difficult. We look at how things went in week 14 of action here in the NASCAR iRacing series, and it was a very, very interesting race. Loads of yellow flags, but in the end, it was a gutsy call by Ryan Lowe to stay out on old tires, mind you, and he caught 3 straight cautions, Kane, to win at Pocono. So Ryan Lowe won. In second place was our points leader, Patrick Crabtree. Back in third, it was Stephen Esney. Finishing fourth was Justin Bolton, and Tyler Hill rounded out the top 5. Back in the 6th position, it was Thomas Davis with Tyler Laughlin in 7th, Benjamin Burmeister, Greg McKinney 9th, and rounding out the top 10 was Brad Davies. So a big group of high names out there in the top 10. Last time we were at Pocono, you have to think things will be kind of similar tonight, but I think things are going to be a lot different this time around. And what I think is going to happen, Kane, is I think we're going to have a big run of green flag runs this time. I know that I anticipated that last time, and I look silly because we literally had more cautions than I could count. But I think that it's going to be a little different tonight. It's our second go-round here. I think the teams have been working hard on the setups. It just depends. I was talking a little bit pre-race with one of the drivers for a quick moment, and he said it's really not as much as the driver error with the incidents and the cautions as it was the setups weren't just, they couldn't get them right. Guys were losing cars in the turns. It wasn't so much car-to-car contact as just driver spin-outs and things of that nature. So hopefully they have tightened up the setups a little bit, a little more comfortable around this track. It is a very fast track. The draft does play a very big part in the straightaways. The turns, you have 3 completely different turns. It's a lot of different factors leading to Pocono, and it's going to be fun to see who can get all the pieces to the right and will sit in victory lane at the end of this race, Kane. Well, I'm getting everything loaded up, buddy. I'm assuming you're still there with me getting ready. All good stuff have. I'm telling you what, Pocono, 2.5 miles, the same length as Daytona International Speedway. The only difference is 3 turns versus 4, a totally different setup. This is actually a wonderful track that was actually designed after 3 other tracks. They actually took the turns from, I know turn 1 was designed after the Milwaukee Mile, I believe. Turn 2 was the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the third one, I can't remember that track, but it's really neat. Without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about the pole. Last time we were here, I did it again, Kane. Kevin King on the pole. Last time we were here. It's going to look a little bit different tonight, as we're going to have Ryan Michael Luza on the pole. A new driver. We have not seen Ryan Michael Luza in our series yet, so it's good to have him here. And not only that, he's sitting on the pole in second tonight, starting on that outside pole. A very important starting position, very, very much earned for Tyler Hill. He'll be starting second. In the third spot tonight, it will be Adam Gilliland, Freddie Lopez Jr. in fourth, and Sasha Wessler fifth. We'll do a little bit longer rundown in just a moment as the guys are warming up. I tell you what, it's going to be a big night of action. The guys are doing their final warm-ups here, and it's going to be a very interesting race tonight, King.
Yeah, I look for it to be. Last time we kept predicting that we was going to have a good long green flag run. It just never seemed to come, but I think I'm going to try to and predict that again this time. I think we're going to have a long green flag run. We did real well last week at Indy. Of course, Indy really lends itself to long green flag racing, but I think these guys can do it here this time. They've already been here once. I think we're going to see some green flag racing tonight.
I hope you're right. I also agree with you, Kane. I think that we will have some long green flag runs tonight. I'm excited. I think that these guys are well prepared. We've already had one 80-lap race here. They know how and what to expect. These guys have raced with one another here before. This is our second time. Things are getting a lot tighter in the point standings, Kane, as far as running out of tracks. These guys have got to start getting a move on now.
Yeah, you're right. The points are coming to an end. Patrick Crabtree's still up at the top, doing well, but the season is winding down. So there's some of these guys really got to start to pick it up to make sure they're up there in the top 20 whenever it gets down to the end. Justin Bolton has moved up into second place in the NASCAR iRacing Series Championship. However, he's already a pro license, so he's not in the Road to Pro. Steve Esney down in third place in the series, but second place in the Road to Pro. Casey Tucker finds himself in third place in the run for Road to Pro. Jordy Lopez Jr. has moved up into the fourth place. Ryan Lowe up into fifth. Greg McKinney up in sixth. Charlie Foster up in seventh. Brandon Coppinger in eighth. And Tyler Hill in ninth. And Kyle McCormick in 10th. Now let's check out the starting grid for this race.
Yeah, looking at the starting grid tonight, Kane, like I mentioned a moment ago, Ryan Michael Luza on the pole tonight. He is in the number 20 machine, and sitting on the outside pole in the Timmy Hill Motors Chevy, it is Tyler Hill. Sitting in third, it will be Adam Gilliland. Jordy Lopez Jr., who is starting to turn his season around. He'll be in the number 13 Monster Ford Fusion tonight, starts fourth. Sasha Wessler starting fifth. Kyle Crump in the number 35 Star Machine tonight. He'll be sixth. Nathan Wise starting in the seventh spot. In the 23rd, or in the number 23 car, starting eighth, it will be Greg McKinney. And back another position in the ninth spot will be Stephen Esney. Jacob Harberts will be starting 10th. Patrick Crabtree, our point leader, will start in the 11th position. He's in the number 9 Raptor SVT Ford Fusion, as always. David Rattler will be starting 12th. 13th will be Ryan Manning. Shane Daughtry will be 14th. Chad Lawton in the 15th spot with Justin Bolton starting 16th. Ryan Lowe 17th. Colin Keister 18th. 19th spot goes to Casey Tucker in the Duval Designs Ford Fusion. Kenny Humpy will be rounding out your top 20. Corey Vincent will be starting 21st. 22nd, Trey Edson, a new driver. We haven't seen him in this series yet. And then Bowie starting 23rd. Kyle McCormick, a household name, starting 24th. Peter Bennett, 25th. Justin Fuller, 26th. Case Brinksma, welcome back. It's so good to see him back on track. He'll be 27th. Billy Price, 28th. Brandon Coppinger, 29th. Charlie Foster, 30th. And rounding out the 31 car field, it will be that of Josh Fox. That's how they line up. Kane, we're already starting on our pace lap as the cars head through turn one. They start down the backstretch here, the famous backstretch, might I add, here at Pocono, where so much of that draft will be huge today as number 20 Toyota Camry of Ryan Michael Luza takes us down the backstretch. They're heading into turn two now, Kane, and we're getting ready. We're a half a lap to the start of this race. All right, guys, get your temperatures in here, because here we are getting ready to start this race. The cars are through turn two, getting ready. One more turn to go. There's only 3 turns here at the Tricky Triangle, and we're going to watch the iRacing.com pace car. The Ford Mustang is getting ready to head down into the pit road. Once it does, all eyes will be on the number 20 machine of Ryan Michael Luza to start this race. It's race week 21 of action here in the NASCAR iRacing series. Don't go anywhere here. We're getting ready to start our race. It's 80 laps at Pocono. All right, the time is now. The pace car gets ready to turn left towards the road. And as it does, there it goes, the engines, and straight away, here comes the pole sitter of Ryan Michael Luza, and we're off. We're going to get about 8 cars wide, just like last time we were here, Kane, in the back of the pack. Everybody looking for some room, and it's going to be a beautiful turn through turn one as the number 3 car of Adam Gilliland will take the lead momentarily. We're going to be double file all the way back through the field as it's a 2-car battle to the lead going into turn 2. Ryan Luza there, he gets a beautiful turn in turn 2 to reclaim the lead. Now back for the battle for third. It is Jordy Lopez Jr. trying to get ahead of the number 6 car of Tyler Hill. Tyler Hill does a good job of succeeding the position to Jordy Lopez. He didn't want to get in too much of a battle. He's going to lose more positions if he wasn't careful. We got a great battle going on behind them between Kyle Crump and Sasha Wessler. Side by side right now, Nathan Wise, Greg McKinney. Guys are starting to single file out. We are through the first lap. Our pole sitter, Ryan Michael Luza, led the first lap, Kane.
Yeah, he did. I thought Adam Gillen was going to get him there for a minute, but Ryan held his ground, and Adam fell back in behind.
Patrick Crabtree right now coming out to the outside trying to find some room. The only problem is on the inside there, he has no help from the draft. Somehow the car has got a killer setup because he's holding his own. Right now, Sasha Wessler now on the inside of Kyle there, and now Sasha going to try to make a move in the unique design Chevy. He's got that inside, but it's going to be hard to get it to work until those tires get heated up. He's still side by side. Now he's going to fall back and battle with Nathan Wise. Nathan on the outside here in the number 28 car. He's going to follow the draft of Kyle Crump, and that's going to help him pass the Sasha Wessler there. Beautiful job. Oh, side-by-side battle between Justin Bolton and the number 14 machine. A great battle between these two. That's David Rattler in the 14 car, and him and Justin Bolton still going nose to nose. And these two are just going at it. On the inside, it will be Justin Bolton, and he will make pass. So Justin Bolton will move up into 13th in the number 2 Best Western Chevy. Now it's going to be the number 1 of Chad Lawton making a move, and he's going to get around the number 5 car of Jacob Harberts. That's going to move him up into the top 10. Whoa! Chad Lawton almost lost it. A beautiful save, Kane. Woo! He's going to lose a lot of time on that.
Yeah, he did. He lost several positions. Looks like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 positions, but he's still got a race to continue on with, so he'll be able to get back in there, focus, and maybe gain those positions back. There's still a lot of racing left to go here tonight.
Boy, we got some awesome battles going on here, especially mid-pack. Tyler Laughlin going to come out and try to do it, or Chad Lawton going to try to come out and do it again. He's on the inside of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. There's going to be close to contact. He's there right next, and that was very close. He will make the pass. That was on the number 7 machine of Colin Keister, right outside it.
Right behind him, Corey Vincent doing the same thing. Corey Vincent, last week's winner here at Indy. So Corey, now a NASCAR iRacing Series winner. He's going to be working hard today to try to be a second-time winner.
Came back. Caution is out for the first time today. The caution is out as we had a great start to the race. It's going to be near the back of the pack back there. It looks like we have the number 18 car involved. Let's find out. That's Kyle McCormick, and we'll get the race recall replay out to find out what happened. It looks like Josh Fox going to be involved as well, and this is a bad one. The Axe Apollo Chevrolet, the number 18 of Kyle McCormick involved. And what happened? They're coming down the straightaway. And oh no, the number 12 machine, is that oh, that's a tough wreck right there. I'm trying to find out who is in that 21. That's Justin Fuller in the 21, and I don't know what happened to him. He was out of the picture, and then he got loose coming out of turn 3, Kane, and oh no, he overcorrected. He got loose, and as soon as he went in towards that inside wall, he actually almost went down pit road. And when he came back to try to rejoin traffic, he went straight into the number 18 car of Kyle McCormick, setting off a bowling pin like just domino effect, hitting all the cars in its path, and a tough break for a lot of guys in the back of the pack. Well, the 21 car is headed down pit road. He's going in for repairs, so we'll see how Justin Fuller, if he's able to get back out. Also in pit road right now, the number 22 machine of Case Brinksma. So we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted on these guys and see how they rebound from this. Well, it's lap number 6. Runner our first caution today, Kane, and in the lead, Ryan Michael Luza, the pole sitter. This guy has held his own very nicely through early in the race. Adam Gilliland gave him a good run on the restart, or excuse me, not on the restart, on the first start of the race. He gave him a great run, and after that, though, we were watching the mid-pack. I kind of kept my eyes on Ryan up there, and he literally was running away with that lead.
Yeah, Ryan set a fantastic pace in qualifying, and he's done nothing short of that here in the race. He's started off with the pressure from Alan Gilliland, but eventually ended up getting a pretty good gap between he and Adam, and started to run away with it. Now we see Ryan's going to stay out. Adam's going to head down pit road, as so many others do as well.
Steve Mazzini's going to go in. Nathan Wise going in the pit. Sasha Wessler. So our points leader, Patrick Crabtree, decides to head down pit road. Jacob Harberts, David Rattler. So it's kind of a 50-50 split. Casey Tucker, another one of those cars in pit road. The 12 of Corey Vincent, Trey Edison in pit road. Also Brandon Bowie, Peter Bennett. It's pretty packed right now in pit road.
Adam with no trouble getting out of pits first.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job right there, getting out of pit road first. Adam Gilliland with ease. Jacob Harbert second off pit road. Sasha Wessler followed by Stephen Esney. So our pole sitter, Ryan Michaeluza, will still remain the leader of the race, at least all the way to the restart. Under yellow here, he will remain in the lead. But lining up on the outside will be Tyler Hill again. It'll just be like the start of the race. Let's just restart it. Boy, I tell you what, and I just got a feeling it's going to be one of those days, a good day, not a bad one. That was an unfortunate incident there, and I think the guys who actually had a really good pace going on, they look a lot different than they did here several weeks back at week 14. I think we're going to have a great day of racing. Lopez Jr. is up in third, and fourth it's Adam Gilliland, Kyle Crump back in fifth, Greg McKinney in sixth, and Kenny Humpy is in seventh. Nathan Wise eighth, Ryan Manning ninth, and Stephen Esney rounds out the top 10.
Got Steve Esney back in the 15th position. I think the field changed up just a little bit there. I think as they come across the line, we're going to see things a little different. Got Chad Lawton in 9th, Colin Keister in 10th, Billy Price in 11th, Jacob Harberts in 12th, Adam Gilliland 13th, Sasha Wessler 14th, and Steve Esney back in the 15th spot.
Yeah, that'll put our points leader Patrick Crabtree 16th, Nathan Wise 17th, E.C. Tucker 18th, 19th, David Rattler, and in the top 20 ends with Peter Bennett. One thing to keep an eye on, Kane, is these guys that stayed out are almost banking on another caution because what's going to happen is we're going to be on different pit strategies if they stay green like we think they will and have green flag stops. These guys will have to come in at least 6 laps before the other guys. So we're definitely on different pit strategies now. The front half of the field be having to pit before the back, so fresher tires in the back. It's going to make for an interesting race.
Yeah, if these guys run a good green flag run, then that will all come into play. But and that's what I'm hoping. I think we will have a good green flag run. These guys have done pretty well today. It seems like they're starting to get a little used to the new tire model. The update that came out last week kind of caught everybody by surprise, but everybody seems to be doing well with it now.
Yeah, they really do. They seem to have adjusted very, very quickly. One of the things that was improved in this tire build was the tire fall off. It's supposed to be a lot more accurate. So tire fall off should be a big deal. We may not be able to see guys stay out as long as they used to on older tires, especially at a track like Pocono. And we're getting ready to do the restart. The pace car is down, a big boost by the number 20 of Ryan Michaeluza, and we're back green.
Jordy Lopez Jr. with some troubles off the start. He did get it going again and was able to stay there with the second place Tyler Hill, but Ryan Luza has pulled away like crazy.
He's side by side right now with Kyle Crump, and that's actually going to lose to the number 11 of Kenny Humpy. Kenny Humpy down on the inside. He's got Justin Bolton with a push, and they're both trying to catch Tyler Hill. Now Jordy going to try to fight on the high side, use the draft behind the Tyler Hill machine. It's going to be a good battle for third place here. As the cars enter turn 2, heading down towards turn 3 now. On the exit of turn 3, it's a big run down towards the start-finish line, and Ryan Michaeluza will lead the lap. Tyler Hill second, and it's going to be a close battle between Jordy Lopez Jr. and it's a photo cross there. Kenny Humpy is counted in third. These guys are close as Kenny Humpy scored it at the start-finish line as they go into turn 1. A great pass by Jordy Lopez Jr.
A little further back, Chad Lawton has caught all the way back up to 7th, and he's putting pressure on Kyle Crump for that 6th place position. Now he's got
Kane,
around him.
Kenny Humpy is doing it again, Kane. These two back and forth really close right now. This could be a scary moment if they're not careful, but a beautiful pass from Kenny Humpy. Now Justin Bolton going to make the move on the inside of the P32 Designs Ford Fusion of Jordy Lopez. And here comes Chad Lawton, Kane. These guys are using this inside line to their advantage, and it's paying off. Oh man, Chad Lawton going to be wise, and he just moved up several positions as he jumped in right behind Justin Bolton, and he's just going to follow Justin right around Jordy. Well, he tried to, and just didn't work out. Adam Gilliland, remember, he's on fresh tires. He's starting to move up through the field pretty fast. He's in 8th place at the moment. He's right behind Kyle Crump in 7th, and he's going to try to make a move around him, I guarantee you, at the beginning of this turn. Chad Lawton side by side with Jordy Lopez Jr. Looks like Chad Lawton may have the pass completed. He does. Here, oh, it's going to get 3 wide here at Pocono. Adam Gilliland on the inside. Here they are coming through turn number 3, and it's going to be Justin Bolton who's going to get the advantage. Justin Bolton will move into 4th, and now we're side by side. Jordy Lopez Jr. and Adam Gilliland very close as they cross the finish line. It's Chad Lawton, the added just a look by a nose. He'll get the pass, but it will not stick because Jordy is right there with him. Still going side by side right now. Jordy Lopez Jr. makes the high side to his advantage, and he will pass Adam Gilliland on the older tires. And now here comes the number 30 of Kyle Crump. These three are just back and forth, Kane.
Yeah, some good racing back here for this 6th place position, and Jordy struggled there for the first couple laps. It seems like he's found something that seems to be sticking for him. Adam and Kyle Crump have had some difficulty getting around him, but Jordy Lopez Jr. has now got the pace to hold his own.
Oh, here he comes again. Here goes Adam Gilliland, Kane. He's going to try to make a move on Jordy. He's going to try the inside. It didn't work last time, but my goodness, it's going to work this time. He goes in hard on entry, but we'll see if he's able to use the exit, because here comes, if you watch, Adam goes in heavy on the entrance, and it actually helps him out. He did make the pass. It sticks for now.
Trouble in the back, car in the grass, into the retaining wall on the inside. The caution's not going to come out yet.
And who is that? Justin Fuller, Kane.
No, it was a lighter colored car.
It was who?
The car was white and blue. I don't know who it was.
Huh. Well, last year, listen to me. Week 14, the first time we came to Pocono, that winner, Ryan Lowe, he's back in the 27th position right now, so things running a little bit different for him this time.
Lots of cars having trouble coming off that turn and getting a little loose and heading to the inside. Many drivers are saving it pretty well, though.
Oh man, Billy Price has a great run going on right now. The number 24 machine has an awesome run. Patrick Crabtree is battling his heart out right now with the number 24 of Billy Price. Good job by Patrick Crabtree. Yeah, our points leader, Patrick Crabtree, in the Dream Racing Ford Fusion. As it just updated his paint for me, and so he's not in the Raptor tonight. He's in the Dream Racing Ford Fusion.
Yeah, our points leader's doing well to get through the field and make his way to the front. So, great job by Patrick Crabtree, still in the top 10 now, earning good points. So, that's great. I think we'll see him even get to a little further up front.
Casey Tucker back in 13th at the moment. He's trying to get around Ryan Manning I'm sorry, I take that back. He's trying to get around Billy Price in the Worth Chevy SS.
Right behind him, teammate Steve Esney. So the SRG guys having a great race. Got Patrick Crabtree in 10th with Casey Tucker in 12th and Steve Esney in 13th. So these guys right there with each other.
Checking in on our leader, Kane, and things are starting to get heated up as Kenny Humpy has caught Ryan Michael Luza, and we got us a battle for the lead. Just now starting lap 17 of 80 tonight. And as the cars enter turn 1, it's Ryan Michael Luza who has led all 17 to this point. Chad Lawton back in 3rd with Tyler Hill in 4th. Back in 5th, it's Justin Bolton. That's your top 5. Tell you what, Adam Gilliland's made his way up to 6th place, Kane. The GMercer.com Chevy in a new color.
Kenny Humpy just blasted around Ryan Luza. So Kenny Humpy, new leader, up into 1st place. That makes the running order Kenny Humpy in 1st, Ryan Luza in 2nd, Chad Lawton in 3rd with Tyler Hill back in 4th.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move on the inside right there. He did it on the straightaway. He had the momentum and makes it around Ryan Michael Luza. Very, very nice move by Kenny Humpy there in the Reese Chevrolet. Very nice. The Reese Tow Power Chevrolet. He's still holding the lead. Tell you what, Ryan Michael Luza, though, still in striking distance. He's not going to get too far away from Kenny Humpy if he can help it. He's got to stay up there close to him. He doesn't want to let him get a big lead.
No, he don't want to, but I tell you what, Kenny Humpy's fast. He has got some great speed here at Pocono, and I think we seen that last time we were here at Pocono. But Pocono definitely a track that Kenny Humpy is good at. So.
Tell you what, Tyler Hill has his hands full because here comes Justin Bolton. And Justin Bolton is really putting on the heat. Also, Adam Gilliland coming into this picture. Casey Tucker is 1 position out of the top 10 now. Has moved his way up to 11th. Casey Tucker started the day in 19th, Kane, and here in only lap 19, he's all the way up to 11th. Here he is, going to make a move around. No, he had to back off. He was trying to get around the 30 car of Kyle Crump. Kyle Crump going to make a move now around the number 23 car, and it's a nice pass right now. Wait, never mind. That's Greg McKinney, the lap car of Greg McKinney. And so Greg McKinney trying to... No, Greg's in 8th place. I'm sorry. I apologize, Greg. I was thinking of Kyle McCormick, who was got in that incident earlier. And unfortunately, guys, Kyle McCormick is out for the day. Josh Fox as well. Peter Bennett. So 3 of the cars that started the day off. Justin Fuller in the number 21 Monster Camry is headed down pit road, Kane. Scheduled stop, you think?
I wouldn't think so. He's got a lot of damage. He's had a pretty bad luck day today, and I think he's probably just going in for some more repairs.
I would have to think so. Something has to be really wrong with that Monster Camry because it's only lap 18. He's got to be fine on fuel. Boy, Kenny Humpy starting to grow this lead, Kane. Here we talked about it. He is starting to edge away from Ryan Michael Luza.
Patrick Crabtree, points leader now, up into 8th place. Is quite a big gap between he and Jordy Lopez Jr. up in 7th, and then a pretty big gap from Jordy up to Justin Bolton.
Tell you what, we got a nice little pack between 12th place Stephen Esney and then Billy Price, Nathan Wise, and then Corey Vincent. A good battle between 14th and 15th is Corey Vincent and Ryan Manning. Oh, back to Ryan Manning, but wait a minute, Nathan Wise now going to try to make a move up to Billy Price. If he can get a run, he's going to try the high side, Kane. He's got a good run up there. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick, though. In fact, I don't think he will.
He's got some great momentum up there. He might.
He does. And just ahead of them, it's Steven Esney trying to make a move on Kyle Crump. This is for the battle to get in up next to Kyle Tucker. And oh, Nathan Wise squeezes back in between. A scary moment there. Oh, now here comes Kyle Crump, going to try to close this battle between him and Steven Esney in the Scrabble Chevrolet. It's a good jump right there by the number 30 machine of Kyle Crump. A new name, Kane. We haven't really heard much from Kyle Crump. And for those watching on, he's in the number 35 star Chevy SS. And I love he has the exalted stamp on the side there. Just like okay. Hello, race fans, and welcome back to our race week 21 of the NASCAR iRacing series. We're here live at Pocono International Speedway, and just before our short break, we have had an excellent race going on. We've just finished our second caution of the race, and now we are back green here at Pocono. And Kane, it has already been an incredible race, and right now out in the lead, it's Kenny Humpy, who once took his lead, but now Justin Bolton is fighting to take the lead from him. Now Kenny Humpy down on the inside. He's going to try to reclaim the lead. We're side by side on lap 33, and it's a beautiful run right now by the number 11 Reese Tow Power Chevrolet of Kenny Humpy. Boy, we got 4 cars crammed up here together, Kane. This doesn't happen very often, and Justin Bolton trying to make that outside line work, and I think he's going to have it. In big trouble. What's going on? The caution didn't wave. Well, that was a crazy way to have to be forced to pit there. And now Kenny Humpy going to try to reclaim the lead from Justin Bolton. Justin had just taken it from him again. And on the inside, the car backfiring through turn 3, but he makes the pass. Beautiful pass by Kenny Humpy. I tell you what, Yeah, beautiful job there by Steve Esney in the Scrabble Chevrolet. He's riding right behind teammate Patrick Crabtree in the number 9 machine in the Dream Racing Ford Fusion. And they're fighting with Adam Gilliland in the number 3 Chevy right there, the Gary Mercer Chevy right there. Oh, man, good job right there by Adam Gilliland. He used the outside. Now he's going to try to catch up to Patrick Crabtree. Steven Esney says no, though. He's going to get him on the rebound. Oh, boy, this battle ain't over. Here comes Adam Gilliland again on the inside. Can he catch it up? He's got to push through turn 3.
I don't know. Steve Esney's got some great momentum up there at the top. Steve Esney is going to keep the position for now.
Beautiful job there by Steven Esney. Boy, this is what it's all about, Kane. Then we got some more stuff going on just a little bit ahead. It's Jordy Lopez Jr. battling with the pole sitter Ryan Michael Luza, and Ryan Michael Luza getting back ahead of Jordy Lopez Jr. Back up front, Chad Lawton did pass Justin Bolton, so Chad Lawton in second. Kenny Humpy is the leader.
Whew. Jordy Lopez Jr. a little loose coming out of the turn there, was able to save it, but yeah, if it's that slippery all the time, these guys are going to be having a heck of a time.
Okay, and here comes the number 23 machine of Greg McKinney. He's going to make his way around Adam Gilliland. Nice pass. Now here comes Billy Price in the Worth Chevy. He's going to try to get around Adam. He doesn't get enough. Adam cut him off there. Beautiful defensive driving by Adam there. And now
Timmy
Corey
Hill
Vincent
to the inside of
him.
Jordy Lopez Jr. now. Did not get the pass done. I said Timmy Hill. I should
Tyler
have
Hill.
to say Tyler, because surely Timmy's not driving that car.
Well, Patrick Crabtree with a great run on Tyler Hill, and he just couldn't get out to the outside to make the pass. He decided against it. He'll have to do it again next time. He actually had to slow up, Ken, because he was going to hit his bumper, and he didn't want to make contact, so he just ended up letting off of the gas or maybe drag the brake a little bit, and that cost him a little bit of time. It's just, I'm amazed at the vast improvement. We're 3 wide through turn 3. A few cars back was Corey Vincent, Trey Itzen, and company right through there. That was a very close battle. Over 3 wide going through turn 3. Now we're 3 wide down the backstretch with Nathan Wise. And then on the inside, it's the number 5 machine. That's Jacob Harberts and also Casey Tucker. Good job by Jacob Harberts. He gets up to ahead of both Casey Tucker and Nathan Wise. Now he's looking up towards the 29 machine of Charlie Foster. Kane, good
Adam
time
Gilliland
by Charlie
looking to
Foster.
make a move back on Corey Vincent. He does get it done.
Charlie Foster started in the 29th, I'm sorry, he's number 29, started in the 30th position and has fought his way up to 16th.
Yeah, great job by Charlie Foster. Now a little bit under pressure by Jacob Harberts, but holding his own up there on the top.
Man, there's so much action now. Patrick Crabtree trying to get around Jordy Lopez Jr. Jordy going to try to cut him off, and it's all teammates. Steven Esney right there. They're all the teammates, and they're all racing like it's the final lap of the race. And it's Jordy Lopez who will get back in front. They were very clean racing, but it was just fun. They're all teammates right there. Love it, buddy. Casey Tucker has his hands full right now. He's got Jacob Harberts on him still, Kane. And tell you what, now it's going to be Casey Tucker in the Duval Designs and the Stars and Stripes Ford Fusion getting up ahead. Beautiful job there by Casey.
Nathan Wise putting the pressure on him there, trying to stick with him on that low side.
The pole sitter is back on, got his heat streak turned back up. He is on the tail of Justin Bolton now, trying to crack back in the top 3. The number 20 Toyota Camry of Ryan Michael Luza had the pole. He has great pace here. He fell back, and now he is there. He is. He's on the inside of Justin Bolton. Now the Best Western Chevy giving it all he can to hold on, and he does for now. Beautiful job driving right there to hold the spot from Justin Bolton. And now it's going to be another shot from Luza. He's going to try again, but he's going so deep, so low. I mean, not deep. He's going so shallow going into turn 3. I don't know if he can do it going in that shallow. He made it side by side, but as you see, Justin Bolton going to have the advantage because the way that just the angle was too sharp from Ryan Michael Luza. Boy, these guys are still going at it. Now the number 29 machine of Charlie Foster going to try to make a move on Ryan Manning, and he's going to have it for the moment. He has the Lift Master. It's actually Greg McKinney, I apologize. The Lift Master Chevy, he's passed it for the moment. The Lasher Motorsports Chevy of Charlie Foster has moved up into 14th, now 13th, and he's looking ahead at the number 25 machine of Ryan Manning. And I think he can get there.
Whoa, car sideways in the back. Kyle Crump.
That will bring the caution out. We're going to need a race recall replay, as that is not good news. That's going to be Kyle Crump involved, and that is not good. We were for 3 wide, Kane, as we look at the race call replay. The Lift Master Chevy on the inside. On the outside, or excuse me, on the inside it was Casey Tucker. Outside it is the number 23 machine of Greg McKinney, and he gets in the tail quarter panel by Ryan Manning. Just smallest little tap. It turns the 30 machine sideways, and then it's all she wrote from there. It's just enough to bring out the caution. I think everybody's going to be okay. It's just a good stop. It's going to be a nice time for guys to refuel fresh tires. That was a beautiful save there by Kyle Crump. It really was.
That was fantastic.
Kyle Crump said, "Is that good or bad?" Is these good or bad? That was beautiful.
That was a fantastic save.
Jacob Harbert's almost dumped him into the wall, but a beautiful save. I'm not saying it was intentional, but boy, he gave him a push on the back quarter, and it's just turned him all completely sideways, and somehow he saved that. We've seen Kyle Busch do that several times in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, that's for sure. Looks like everybody's going to head down pit road, Kane. I would imagine just about everybody should. And that's what we're seeing. Definitely the trend is to head down pit road. So should see everybody. It's going to be a very busy pit stop.
Yeah, everybody heading down pit road. A lonely pace car.
Kenny Humpy was the first car in, and let's see who will be the first car out in the front pit box. It is the pole sitter of Ryan Michael Luza, and he should have, but he's not going to be the first one off. The first one off is actually going to be Brandon Coppinger. No, I don't know. Now here we go. It's going to be very close between the number 11 car, Justin Bolton, and the 2 car, and then Ryan Michael Luza. So we'll see how iRacing scores it. Uh-oh, Kane. I think that Kenny Humpy had some kind of penalty.
You think so?
Yeah, he just stopped when he came out of pit road. He's waiting. He might have had an EOL, an end-of-the-line penalty. I'm telling you, something happened to that number 11 of Kenny Humpy. He was leading this race.
I seen him pull over there, but yeah.
He's letting everybody by right now. Yeah. I promised an interview real quick with a good buddy of ours. Now that things have calmed down, I'm going to bring in Case Brinksma, see if we can get him through the onboard helmet there. Mr. Case Brinksma, do you have me?
Yeah, I got you.
Awesome. Down there on the track there, buddy, racing, having fun. Tell us a little bit about the race so far from what you're seeing.
I'm just hanging out here in the back, but it just seems that some people are getting over aggressive and cutting each other off, and that's what's causing the caution. So maybe some over aggressiveness, but we've gotten some 2 good runs here, so we'll have to see what we can do from here on out.
Yeah, Case, currently right now you're actually Not too bad. You're back in 25th right now, but it's still only lap 43 of 80. A long way to go, and you may be doing the right thing by kind of hanging back for right now as we're about to rebunch up on this caution. But I tell you what, there's been some fantastic racing, but there also has been some silly things going on. Like you said, it's kind of been some over-aggressiveness. You have to think it's going to only get a little bit more aggressive as the race continues. So how's the strategy for you to try to work up towards the front?
Right now I'm just waiting for the big one on the restart, which will probably come about 15 laps, knowing these guys. And then from there, probably take 2 or stay out and try and get up to the leader up there in the front.
Sounds great, buddy. We see you down in pit road right now. Best of luck to you, my friend. And we'll chat with you post-race. Good luck, Case.
Thank you.
And that is Case Brinksma, everybody. We thank him very much for coming in and having a chat with us here during this caution. Kane, he's got a lot of work cut out for him, but I tell you what, first race back, it's been a while since we've seen Case out on the track. I think he's having a good first race back. I know he's taking things very easy. He doesn't want to get caught up in anything. And so we'll see kind of how he rebounds after this restart. You heard his prediction. He says we're going to have a big one here soon. So he said 15 laps from now. That'll be about lap 60.
Yeah, it's exactly right. It should be about lap 60, 15 laps from now. But he's right. Drivers seem to be getting a little more aggressive as this race goes on. They need to take a deep breath and relax and try to get through this thing.
Absolutely, buddy. What do you think about the call by Brandon Coppinger in the number 27 machine? I don't even know if he even went in his box. If he did, he either just did a gas and go or just 2 rights. That's it. Brandon Coppinger moved up to the lead. He was mid-pack, and now he is leading this race. Oh, he's going to go back down pit road. He just got him a point. Yeah, just want to get up there and lead a lap, I guess.
Well, that's going to move Justin Bolton up into the number 1 spot with Ryan Luza on the outside, Tyler Hill in the 3rd spot with Chad Lawton next to him.
Boy, I tell you what, Brandon Coppinger just got 4 fresh tires in Sunoco fuel in the Wahoo Chevy. Also, Case Brinksma is back down pit road getting some work done on his Chevy. So he's getting 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles on in, more Sunoco fuel as well.
JD, Justin has gained 15 positions to get up there into that number 1 spot. Chad Lawton's up 12 positions. Brandon Coppinger up 24 spots to get into, it's calling him in 5th place.
I knew you had that screen. I told you earlier, I said I was wondering about the gains and losses, and I thought maybe we lost that one.
Nope, that's it. It's going to be incorrect on Brandon Coppinger's position as he went ahead and pitted. But, yeah, Trey Edson, 14-point gain. Corey Vincent's 12-point gain. Casey Tucker, 7. Charlie Foster's gained 17 points to get up into 13th. So, lots of gains tonight.
That's awesome, buddy. Well, who do we need to thank that we have these overlays back this week? Because it is truly heaven having them back, isn't it?
It is. It makes things so much nicer for me. Just because I'm used to it, I know what's going on, where to click to do what. You know, last week was like using 2 left hands. It was really awkward. But thank Jay over at V8's Online for working these overlays out, because boy, they make things so nice.
Well, thanks, Mr. Jay Kennedy. The car's coming out of turn 3 now for the restart. The grid bunching up. The Mustang iRacing.com pace car is off. Justin Bolton, take us green. Oh, it's a great start by both Justin Bolton and Ryan Michael Luza. And on the inside, it's Chad Lawton. We got a 3 wide maybe going into turn 1. No, it's not, but it was still really close heading down into turn 1. Chad Lawton now has his hands full with Ryan Michael Luza. Behind him, it's Tyler Hill. Even Esley and Patrick Crabtree both going at it. 1 and 2 in the right there, right beside each other. The 8 and 9 car battling
up front, the leader's under pressure.
Yes, he is, Kane. Justin Bolton right now has it side by side with Chad Lawton at the moment. He's going to get a push from the 20 car of Ryan Michael Luza. It's going to give us a new leader for the first time today. Chad Lawton is leading the race. Can he hold it officially, though, and lead a lap? It's going to be tough, because here on the inside, Ryan Luza is pushing it. It's going to come down to the line.
Door handle to door handle down the straight. These guys are pushing it.
Chad Lawton will get to officially lead a lap in this race, but it's going to be hard for him to hold it because Ryan Michael Luza is still there, and he's getting a push right now. Chad Lawton is. Now Justin Bolton drops down and is going to push Ryan Michael. How you like this battle for the lead?
Looks like Lawton's got it for now, but with Luza having the push down below from Bolton, he might be able to get it.
Yeah, he lipped out there. Ryan Michael Luza kind of lipped out a little bit there, and that's going to allow Chad Lawton to get a nice size lead.
But look here, points leader Patrick Crabtree up in fourth, looking to come put some pressure on these leaders.
Oh, yes, here he comes, Patrick Crabtree, going to try to get around Tyler Hill. Tyler kind of bounced off the wall there. He didn't hit the wall, but tried to avoid it when he did. He almost got into the side of Patrick Crabtree.
Patrick followed by teammate Steve Esney, so you know he's going to have a good push when the time comes that he needs it. Back behind them, last week's winner, Corey Vincent, back in the 7th place.
What a race. It has been a great race so far. It really has.
Billy Price looking to go to the inside of the number 12 Astro Gaming Headsets car. He is getting down there to the inside.
Oh, Corey Vincent going to try to go high and make this thing work. He's going to try to hold this position, but I don't know. Billy Price is going to get a push. He's getting one from Trey Eatson back there in 9th place. And Trey Eatson going to have to tuck in behind Nathan Wise. He had a good push, but just fell off. All right, just starting lap 49, Kane. So everybody's trying to get settled in on this run. Some of the guys that were leading earlier falling them back. Kyle Crump back in 20th. He's battling with the 14 car, David Rattler. He's actually in danger of losing that 20 spot. As we look back, another guy that was high earlier, Sasha Wessler, was up a little higher. He's way back in 22nd.
A couple drivers that had great drive last week that you missed last week. Sasha Wessler had a really great run last week, and David Rattler as well, up front all race long last week.
Awesome job to those guys. Adam Gilliland giving a good push right now to the number 23 machine, and that's going to be a good run right there from Shane Daughtry in the 18th position, and then Greg McKinney in the 23 car. He's in 17th for the moment. Hey, Adam will get ahead of the 17 car of Shane Daughtry, so a good pass there by Adam Gilliland. Now he's going to try to get Greg McKinney in the LiftMaster Chevy.
Yeah, speaking of Shane Daughtry, he had a great race last week as well.
Yeah, Daughtry. I don't know why I said Daughtry.
You know, I've said the same thing most of the time. I didn't catch it till last week when Justin called him Daughtry, and I've got a buddy that's got the same last name, so I should have caught it myself. But last week, Shane Daughtry had a fantastic race. I'm not sure how it finished for him, but I do remember all race long he was up there competing for great positions. Rattler now to the inside of Kyle Crump for the 20th position. Oh, and contacts made Kyle with another fantastic save. Great job, Kyle.
Man, that's 2 from Kyle Crump. This guy is unbelievable. Look who's coming up on Kyle Crump. It's the number 22 of Case Brinksma.
Case gets around with no problem. Kyle's still a little off pace, probably clapping to himself for another great save.
He really deserves it, Kane. This guy has been on it, and here he comes getting back up on Case Brinksma in the CFI Toyota Camry, and Case trying to run away now as he is in the 24th position at the moment. Or that's what it was on my screen. It's going to change actually in 23rd now, so good job there, Case.
Starting to get a little bit of separation now from the top 3 drivers, about half a second or so in between each one of them. About 5 or 6 car lengths back to Tyler Hill, back in 4th place, and then another four car lengths or so back to Patrick Crabtree.
Yeah, here on lap 52, it's a good time as ever to do a good rundown. You're right, Kane. So we'll start off with, you mentioned Chad Lawton, the new leader of the race not too long ago. It's getting kind of caught up here. Ryan Michaeluza in 2nd, trying to push, and then Justin Bolton in 3rd. Well, way back there is Tyler Hill in 4th, Patrick Crabtree 5th. Nathan Wise is in 6th place with Corey Vincent in 7th. 8th place, Stephen Esney, Kenny Humpy 9th, and Trey Idison runs out our top 10. Jacob Harberts is in 11th with Jordy Lopez Jr. in 12th. Back in 13th, it is Charlie Foster with a hard push and Adam Gilliland in 14th. Greg McKinney is in 15th with Casey Tucker closely in 16th. Good battle there. Shane Darty in 17th. David Rattler is in 18th. He's battling hard with last time winner Ryan Lowe, and he makes the pass as I'm looking at him. Good job, Ryan. And then back in 20th, it is Sasha Wessler. 21st, Case Brinksma. So Case moving up more spots, Kane. Kyle Crump, 22nd. Ryan Manning is in 23rd. 24th, it's Billy Price. Brandon Bowie, 25th. And unfortunately, Brandon Coppinger is back in 26th. Unfortunately for these guys, they're out of the race. Colin Keister, Justin Fuller, Peter Bennett, Kyle McCormick, and Josh Fox. That's how they run. Boy, Chad Lawton is looking good out front.
He is. Ryan Luza is starting to gain, though. I say that just as he kind of loses a little bit of time, but he had it down to just 0.2 of a second behind leader Chad Lawton. Justin Bolton still just about a half a second or so off of Luza's bumper, so that's going to be a little bit more difficult for Justin Bolton to catch up, but Ryan Luza, he's catching back up to Chad Lawton.
Oh, we're gonna have a good battle. We got. Oh, this is. I love these battles that we have like this, back and forth for the lead, and Chad Lawton just getting up there, getting the lead a couple laps. But here comes your pole sitter. He's starting to run him down, and P1 you have a Chevy. Toyota Camry is in 2nd. In 3rd you have another Chevy. Another Chevy in 4th, and then in 5th you have a Ford Fusion. So 3 Chevys, a Ford, and a Toyota in your top 5.
Ryan Luza has officially caught the first place car and is putting some significant pressure on leader Chad Lawton. So we'll have to see how this goes. It's definitely become a close race again.
Oh, he taps the wall on the exit of 3, Kane. Ryan Michaeluza tapped the wall on exit of turn 3. It didn't seem to hurt him too bad, though.
No, he's still got position anyway.
I love these cars, the backfiring, shooting flames out of the side of the car. It's great.
I'm going to bring up the points again and check and see where Ryan Luza is, or if he's in the top 25. I haven't seen the name before, so check and see if I see him on the points. He's not. Ryan Luza not in the top 25, so have to look and see where he is or how many races he's run to see if he's trying to get his way into the Road to Pro challenge or if he's just a once-in-a-while runner.
Yeah, well, no matter what he is, he's definitely got this track pegged down this week. I mean, he's running up here at the top. He's giving Chad Lawton all he can handle right now, Kane. These two putting on a good show for us.
And he could just be running just because it's a track that he enjoys, and he may normally not run in the series, but he might just enjoy the track, and so he came to run it today.
Boy, I'd enjoy it too if I ran like this. All right, remember back we talked to Case Brinksma during the last caution, and he said in 15 laps time it would be the big one. That would be in a lap and a half from right now.
Whew, David Rattler really having a big battle with Charlie Foster. Charlie now to the inside.
Yeah, that is a great battle, Kane. Right now, cars going into turn 2, and it is Charlie Foster with the lead at the moment. As the cars come down towards turn 3, David Rattler going to try to use all the momentum he can off the draft. Going to try to shoot to the inside in his Ford Fusion, but can't get enough momentum. Good driving, Charlie Foster of the Lasher Motorsports Chevy. Yeah, Charlie's starting to run away from that one now. Let's check back in on Kenny Humpy.
Yeah, Kenny, of course, had to pull over and let everybody by, and that took him way back in position. He's worked his way all the way up to 4th position, JD.
Incredible. Incredible. The Reese Tow Power Chevrolet of Kenny Humpy now up into the top 5, just ahead. Or now he's in 4th now as he passed 4th place driver. Oh no, that could didn't seem to slow him down too much, but not good. That can knock the toe out, and that can make their driving difficult. The handling could go from great to nothing, and just like that. I think everything's okay though. He looks all right now, and there he's going to move up into 4th place as he crosses the line.
20 to go.
And we are 20 to go. That's right, buddy. I'm excited. And we could stay green through the remainder of this race, and we will have to stop again. I'd imagine we'd have to stop. We stopped 15 laps ago, and that would be 35 laps.
A couple guys in the pit, Steve Esney and Sasha Wessler hitting pit road.
So green flag starts already starting to commence. I guess you can start to make them between now and the end of the race.
Yeah, Chad Lawton started to pull away from Ryan Luza again with about 2 car lengths in between them. But just as I say that, Ryan Luza has gained back up to Chad at one of those car lengths. But coming out of the turn, Chad Lawton just has more momentum coming out of the turn and pulls him on the straight. As they get around some slower traffic, we have Get Dirty MX Lucky Dog of Ryan Manning. If we end up with a caution, Ryan Manning will be the Get Dirty MX Lucky Dog.
And I'm glad you pointed that out. Ain't something we haven't brought up this race yet.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
I haven't had any cars a lap down that were still in it. It seems like anybody that went laps down ended up out of the race.
Good point.
Rattler now in the pits.
So guys starting to get those stops out of the way, getting topped off with Sunoco fuel and Goodyear tires on these Gen 6 cars. Casey Tucker's in the top 10, Kane. He has nobody around him to draft off of, but he looks good. He's been out of the top 10 all race, kind of around that between 11 and 18 position, and now he's up in 8th, so let's see what Casey Tucker can do. Oh, man. Greg McKinney back in 9th, got real loose coming out of turn 1. I thought he was going to lose the Liftmaster Chevy, but he kept that bad boy on the track. I mean, it was really loose. He was fishtailing bad. Good save. Nathan Wise, how about him? He's up in 6th place, buddy. He's trying to make a move right now. and catch up to Corey Vincent, who is in the 5th position in the Astro Chevy. And Nathan's got to run on the inside here. Oh, he got real loose. He had to let off the accelerator there. That cost him his run, and that will help Corey Vincent remain in 5th. I want to check in on our leader. Chad Lawton has got his hands really full right now. The number 20 machine of Ryan Michaeluza, the pole sitter, guys, right here on Chad Lawton. The battle for first is underway as we head and start lap 64 of 80. It's Chad Lawton who remains in the lead. Let's see if Ryan Luza can get him going into turn 1. Kane, he's going to have a mighty good run, and he'll just tuck him behind him. He knows he won't be able to make the pass now, so he's going to rely on the draft down the long stretch here, Pocono, between turns 1 and 2 to get the pass done.
The longest straightaway in NASCAR.
That's right. Absolutely right. It's one of the longest straightaways in America. It is the longest in America, I think. Longest that I know of.
Boy, Ryan Luzat doing a great job here today.
He really is, man. I mean, Chad Lawton, I would love just to find out what he thinks of Ryan Luza on his tail like this. I mean, he has been on his tail the past 8 laps. Just like this. Now going to go to the inside again. Let's see if Ryan Michaeluza can make it happen. He's tried it several times, but it's been shut down by Chad Lawton. And he's going to get shut down again. Or not.
He's definitely putting the pressure on him. You know that Chad Lawton's got to be feeling that pressure.
Oh boy, he knows if he makes any mistake, Kane, I mean, it's all over. The lead is gone, and he knows how hard it's going to get that lead back if he were to fall back. So it's really going to come down to tire wear. The tire fall off starting to become an issue for both drivers, so they're not going to be able to drive quite as hard as they've been driving, and that's going to cause one of these cars to break away from the other one, you'd think. But instead, they are just remaining right there beside each other. And you'd think that would allow Justin Bolton to try to catch up a little bit. He's back in 3rd all by himself. And you'd think that these two battling like this would start to maybe help Justin catch up.
You know, it might, as these guys get battling real hard like that, but that's definitely something that Justin needs, is these guys to start battling real hard, slow him down a little bit, and he could catch up and get into the battle. Once they start going side by side a little bit more, we will see that really start slowing them down.
Oh, it's going to go to the pits. Chad Lawton, our leader, heading down pit road. Kane, let's keep an eye on our leader, Chad Lawton, through this pit stop.
Justin Bolton in the pits. Kenny Humpy in the pits.
Yeah, this is a very important pit stop for our leader, Chad Lawton, and everybody else. This is huge under green flag right now, and it's going into the box. So good job. Chad is in the box. Right behind him is Justin Bolton overshot his box by a foot. That's going to cost some time. He had to put it in reverse. And number 1, Chad Lawton is out. Now Justin Bolton out of his box. And so that is a quick pit stop. It's going to be close between Justin Bolton and Kenny Humpy. Kenny Humpy beats out Justin. Well, we got a new leader, Kane. With all that, that put Ryan Michaeluza in the lead. You'd expect Ryan Luza to come down into the pits pretty soon. It's not going to do it this time. He's going to stay out and lead a lap or two.
Case Brinkson now into the pits.
A lot of them heading down pit road now. Case Brinksman in the pits, like you said. Ryan Manning in the pits. Not Charlie Foster, I'm sorry. That's Corey Vincent. And then here comes Casey Tucker going in.
Yep.
Also
Shane
going
Doherty.
in. Yep, Shane Doherty. Corey Vincent's out. Casey Tucker's out. Casey got 4 tires. Chad Lawton just crossed the start-finish line, just to kind of give you an idea of where he is. Chad Lawton scored in 8th place at the moment. Greg McKinney in 2nd place. Ryan Lowe in 3rd. Kane, remember, now this is kind of funny. I got to bring it up. The Fast Track Sim Chevy and number 4 machine of Ryan Lowe, who won last time, by using pit strategy to his advantage. He's heading down pit road now. He won this thing on old tires and low on fuel because he stayed out and he decided to rely on cautions, and it worked. He won the race. It was a beautiful job, but that's not going to happen today. We're going to end this bad boy under green.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, man. As you say, whenever you're doing green flag pit stops, that takes strategy right out the window.
Oh, good quick stop there by Ryan Lowe. He very good. Also coming out, it's going to be Greg McKinney. It's going to be a close one. Those two exiting about the same time. They're racing to the track. I think Greg McKinney's got him. Yeah, he's got him by a good car length. Ooh, they rejoined the track in a dangerous area. And number 4, Ryan Lowe, almost got into Adam Gilliland there. That was safe to them. It just was scary watching. Both of those cars racing right out in front of Jacob Harberts, back in the 18th position. Adam Gilliland's in 19th, so that will put Adam Gilliland in 18th. That'll put Ryan Lowe in 17th. Patrick Crabtree right now battling side by side with Corey Vincent. Good battle.
Ryan Manning taken to the early pit road entry area to get out of the way of the guys. He heads down pit road.
Ryan Michael Luza, this guy has been in the lead, Kane, and he is not going to make his pit stop yet. He just started lap 71, so we are 9 to go here at Pocono, and he's still got to come in for a pit stop. You'd think.
You would think. You know,
he may try to fuel save and somehow pull this thing out, but I just don't think it's possible.
If the rest of the field had to pit stop, you would think that he would have to as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's going to have to.
Saving 10 laps of fuel is a lot of fuel to save, and I just don't think that it's going to happen. I just don't think so. Unless maybe the other guys were more concerned about tires.
Well, I just think with that many of them coming in, I see others starting to talk about it. Maybe
Billy Price is another one that stayed out.
Yeah, maybe those two are trying to stretch it out, stretching that fuel as far as it'll go. That Sunoco fuel, it'll be vape the tank by lap 78, 79, so it'll be on a prayer. Chad Lawton 29 seconds behind them, so they can save. Both Billy Price and Ryan Michael doing as much saving as they can if they're going to try to pull this off. If not, they need to get in pit road now, because they're going to have to get in. Because what they're doing now is they're losing time to Chad Lawton, because Chad Lawton's on 4 fresh tires, and these guys are on extremely old tires. So if they're not going to try to pull out this long, or pull it off on saving gas, they need to get in now, because they're just losing more time.
Actually, the gap's staying about the same anyway. It did that lap. About 11 seconds from Billy Price back to Chad Lawton. Chad, I think he gained about a 10th that lap. But as his tires start to warm up, I think we'll see that the degradation on the 2 front runners increase, and then Chad is probably hitting peak performance on his tires now.
And let's see, Ryan Michael Lewis, it doesn't look like he's looking to pit road, so I think he's in it for the long haul, Kane. I think Ryan Michael Lewis is going to try to win this bad boy on a prayer of fuel here. What it would be if he could do this, and not only him, you know, he's the pole sitter, but it would be something to see Billy Price pull off a second or third place win, or that'd be a win for him after where he's been today. Billy Price started the race today, Kane, in 28th place.
Whew, Kenny Humpy getting loose off the corner. He is able to save it, though. Keeps right there with Chad Lawton. These two are going to have a great battle to finish this thing. And if anything happens with Ryan Luza and Billy Price, if they have to pit, this is going to be your first and second spot. But for now, up front, we've got Ryan Luza with about a 30-second lead over Chad Lawton in third.
There is a good battle going on for 6th place between Stephen Esney and Nathan Wise right now. It's a good battle on the track. These two still going. Oh, Stephen Esney getting a little shaky. Beautiful. Stephen Esney. When you go back and watch the first couple races of the season, Kane, to now, he has improved so much.
All of the PSRG guys they have really come around and have been dominating this season for the last 6-7 weeks. They have been just dominating this series.
Now this could hurt Ryan Michael Luza. He's in a battle right now with Crump.
Ryan Luza to the pits.
Yes, going to the pits. He must have realized it's not possible, and here he goes. They are going into the pits, and let's see. This is the most important pit stop of the day for the number 20 Ryan Michael Luza. I'm going to watch this pit all the way through because this is really big. He needs to get in and out quick. I think 2 tires and a splash, Kane.
I think a splash and go is what he needs to do to get back out there quick.
And that's exactly what he did. He did a splash and go that didn't even get jacked up. It is on its way back out on the track. This is what it's all about. Let's see where he comes out. He is ahead of Justin Bolton, but where's Chad Lawton?
Chad got around. He's probably about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so ahead.
Yeah, not that. I don't think he's 10 seconds, but he's probably about
Ryan
at least.
Luza is only 2 seconds behind Kenny Humpy. So with 5 laps to go, I don't think Ryan Luza's got a chance to win it, but he's not too far off those guys. Lots closer than I thought he was going to be.
But this is awesome. This is a battle between Chad Lawton and Kenny Humpy for the lead. Both cars have fresh tires, and this is what it's all about. Kenny Humpy had a great performance last time we came to Pocono in week 14. Here in week 21, he's going to try to do what he couldn't do then and win the race. He had the fastest car that day, but he just got outperformed by the wits and luck of Ryan Lowe. Today it's going to come down to whose car is the fastest at the end. I think it's going to be Chad Lawton. I'm not sure, though. Kenny Humpy has been putting this thing together. He is on fire.
Yeah, Kenny Humpy's definitely got the faster car of the two, I believe. And I think in these last coming laps, he's really going to put the pressure on.
Yeah, Kenny Humpy has the faster car, but Chad Lawton is a hard guy to pass. And with both these cars with fresh tires, I just don't know. It's just going to come down to, I think we're going to have a side-by-side finish, Kane. Here it is, the start of lap 78 of 80. This thing is getting over in a hurry, and I'm pretty sure both of these guys don't have to worry about a thing as far as gas or tires. They have pit. So this is all this race to the end. As long as we stay green, it'll down to the final lap. You got to keep that in mind too, Kane. You can't wait to try to make a move. If you're Kenny Humpy, you got to try to get around him now. This thing could be over at any moment.
Yeah,
and
Patrick
that's what he's
Crabtree.
going to try to do. He's right on the bumper. I thought he was going to make a move to the inside right there, but he decided against it. Do I still have you, buddy?
Yep. Patrick Crabtree back trying to get a move on Corey Vincent for the 7th place points leader, looking to get a few more points before the end of this thing. With 2 laps to go, he's got to get on it quick.
All right, guys, here it is, 2 laps to go, and we have a close battle for the lead still. It's one of the best one-on-ones to the finish we've had all season long. This battle between Chad Lawton and Kenny Humphrey, it's going to go down to the final lap. It looks like in the number 1 car of Chad Lawton holding on to every bit it can, but Kenny Humphrey with a great job using the draft down this long backstretch here at Pocono heading through turn 2. It's still the same. It's not changed a bit. Kenny Humphrey waiting for the right time to make his move. This is it, guys. White flag will be in the air this time as they come through turn 3. We are on the final lap, as it's going to be lap 80 of 80 here at Pocono in week 21. Chad Lawton has 1 lap to go to win rear Pocono. This is what it's all about, guys, as they head down into turn 1. It's going to be Chad Lawton and Kenny Humphrey still battling it out. Not even barely a car length between the two. It's anybody's race between these two. It still could be Kenny Humphrey's day. He's just got to find a way to catch and get past Chad Lawton. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Oh, it's a beautiful job by Chad Lawton. He has just drove flawlessly these past several laps. Now heading through 2, it looks like it's going to be Chad Lawton's day. Kenny Humphrey's got to do it here through turn 3. He's got to have a perfect. He's going to try the outside line, and I don't think it's going to be enough. He's got to go. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be Chad Lawton winning Pocono here in week 21. Oh,
that was a good race.
Great day, great day. What a difference. What a difference in Pocono a few weeks ago versus now, huh? How about that? Woo. Well, guys, coming across in third, it's Justin Bolton. Ryan Michael Luza, our pole sitter. After the pit, he's still able to finish 4th. Rounding out the top 5, good day for Stephen Esney. In 6th, it is Nathan Wise, a great finish for him. Corey Vincent finishing 12th. I'm at 7th, I'm sorry. 8th place is going to go to Casey Tucker. What a day for Casey, huh? I thought he was going to finish maybe somewhere around 15th, and he was just able to pull off a good comeback at the end of the race there. He gets a nice top 10 in the Duval Designs Ford Fusion. Back in 9th, it's his teammate Patrick Crabtree in the Dream Racing Ford Fusion. Rounding out our top 10, it's in the Timmy Hill Motorsports machine, Tyler Hill. Shane Darty is going to finish 11th. He's in the Boynes machine, number 17 Chevy SS. Ryan Lowe, last time at Pocono, he was your winner, and the Fast Track Sims Chevy will finish in 12th today. Adam Gilliland had a good run today, but unfortunately finished 13th. He had a lot better car than that, and he drove better than that, I thought. Just finished in the, just a little bit further down than he should have, I think. Still not a bad day, though. 13th for Adam. Jacob Harbert's going to finish in the 14th position. Good day for him on and off. David Rattler had a lot of good battles on him today. The number 14 car will finish 15th in the Ting Ford Fusion. How about Brandon Coppinger today in the Wahoo Motorsports Chevy? He's going to finish 16th. Sasha Wessler then in the Unique Design Chevy. He'll finish 17th. Billy Price going to finish the day in the number 24 Worth Chevy. He's going to finish 18th. Brandon Bowie in the Gale Force Racing machine. He'll finish 19th in his Camry. Kyle Crump rounds out your top 20. The 5-star Chevy was up at the front nearly most of the day. Unfortunately for him to finish in the top, just outside, or right at the top 20, just outside the top 20. Jordy Lopez Jr. in the P32 Designs. His car got a little banged up, and unfortunately he finishes 21st. He was up here at the front for the majority of the race. Case Brinksma going to finish the day in 22nd, the number 22 car, the CFI Toyota Camry. We had a good talk during Case during one of the pit stops there, or one of the yellows, and during his pit stop, and not a bad return to the track there for our buddy Case Brinksma. I thought he performed well. It's hard to take a big break like he did and come back and to perform like he did today. It was a positive note, I think. Back in 23rd, it is the Last Row Motorsports Chevy of Charlie Foster. Then we look to 24th position today in the Motivated machine. That is the number 15 car of Trey Edison, I'm sorry, Trey. That's 24th position. Greg McKinney in the Liftmaster Chevy going to finish 25th. Ryan Manning is going to finish 26th today. Colin Keister finishes 27th. Justin Fuller, a DNF for him as well, finishing 28th. Peter Bennett, the same, 29th. 30th, Kyle McCormick. And, of course, Josh Fox finished 31st with another DNF. So how about that? A great finish, Kane. Another wonderful week of racing here in the NASCAR iRacing Series. And Chad Lawton wins again. This guy has had a fantastic year. And you had to think Kenny Humphrey was going to get him. He had such a fast car. If you look at the fastest car of the day, it has to go to Kenny Humphrey. But at the end of it, it was Chad Lawton, who Kenny could not find a way to get around. Chad Lawton, just such a tough guy to get around here in this series.
Yeah, fantastic finish for both those guys. Just wouldn't expect anything less from either of them. Great race, nice close finish, and it's exciting.
Well, it really went down to the wire. We look at Pocono the last time we were here versus what we raced today, and you just have to realize that last time we were here and today were two different races. They really were, Came. Last time we came, we literally had 14 or 15 something cautions. It was just a tough day. Nobody seemed to have their A game out on the track. So many incidents. We get out here today and we have a few cautions, but nothing nearly like we had last time. And the cautions we did have today was because we had some great racing going on out there. We had some back and forth. I can't tell you how many times we had cars going back and forth for position. And when you have good one-on-one racing like that, that's what it's all about. Oh, that's what we're here for. That's what makes this sport so great, is the competition like that. And when you have guys that are racing that close, that tells you something. These guys are on top of their game right now. I think that them racing together like this throughout the length of this NASCAR iRacing season has really made them better as drivers as they try to get black stripes. It has made them improve. And as they race as a group, they really are getting better on this track. And it shows. The product has improved tremendously from where we were, say, 5-6 weeks ago.
Most certainly, these guys, just as each race goes by, they seem to get that much better. I think the guys are going to find that this tire model is going to grow on them. You got to drive it a little bit different than before, but it's definitely made for some good close racing. And as these guys race with each other a little bit more, they are finding, which guys they can trust to run hard with and which guys to kind of stay back away from, and it's making for some cleaner racing. The last couple of weeks we've really seen a very small amount of cautions, and to go from what we seen last time at Pocono, we had like 10, 11, maybe 12 cautions last time, and this time just only a few. So lots better racing this time around, and I think as we get close to the final part of this season, it's even going to get better.
Absolutely. And as we get afterward this wonderful race, it's time to have a word with a few of our friends out on the track. Let's bring in Casey Tucker real quick to have a word with Casey. Casey, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show after that great race at Pocono, buddy. Tell us about your day today. Started most of the day. Your race was really, for the majority of the day, Casey, in the back of the field. And then all of a sudden, when we hit that latter part of the race, I see you moving up through the field and end up with the top 10 today. Great race.
Yeah, I put myself back there because I'm clearly an idiot. I drove right past my pit stall on a pit stop where I was in the top 10 under caution and just made that mistake, and that was just rookie. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. I just wasn't really paying attention, I guess. But anyway, yeah, no, the car was awesome. I mean, the car was just a dream to drive, really. I got to thank Kyle McCormick and Patrick Crabtree for putting it all together. I mean, the thing was just a rocket ship, but never really got to quite shine like it probably should have. But that was due to my lack of knowledge and brain. So, oh well, it is what it is. Top 10 is all right, and I'll take it.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, Kane and me both were talking during the race. Your team has really just blasted off this season. I remember even from the start of the season to where you guys are now are night and day. You guys have just, I mean, blasted off. Just unbelievable turnaround. Y'all are literally turned into one of the best teams out there.
Yeah, I mean, the cars have just been awesome. It's hard to really say exactly what it is. It's just been really all of us working together all week, almost every week, on setups, trying to make them fast and working on sets ahead of time for tracks, and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just team effort. Cars have been good. Uh, we haven't necessarily gotten all the finishes we deserve because of mistakes and stuff, but you'll have that. But I mean, yeah, it's just all teamwork. I mean, couldn't do it without them. It's just, I don't know. That's really all it is. Teamwork and good drivers, really.
Absolutely, buddy. And tell you what, it's kind of a little combination of everything. It looks like you guys keep up the hard work. I know it's a lot of hours to get that fast, and you guys just keep up the good work. We got us a good end of the season coming up. I know it's starting to wind down a little bit. Season's kind of flown by here.
Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely has. I couldn't believe we were already into, what is this, season 3 now, I guess, or is it
Yeah,
season? Yeah,
yeah.
season 3. Wow. Yeah. It's amazing how fast it goes by when you run NIS. Like normally you'd think a season that takes a long time, but then you run NIS and it's like, oh man, season's over. Well, we're into season 2. Season 3's already here. Wow, where'd the year go? But no, it's been
Exactly.
fun.
It really has the NASCAR iRacing series, Open Series, as we know, runs a little bit different than the fixed schedule. I guess it runs a little bit shorter. So we're gonna have a few more races. I don't know how many races we have left. I'm looking that up right now, actually, and it looks like this is what's gonna happen. After we just finished our second time at Pocono, we're going to be at Watkins Glen next week, and I just got excited. I love the Glen. I know a lot of you guys are scared of it,
Uh,
but
well, I
I actually,
mean, I like the Glen, but the weather that we've got is absolutely horrendous for racing. It it has the least. It's almost as bad as Sonoma as far as lack of grip goes, except I think it's honestly worse because it's almost max temps if it isn't max temps. I'm not exactly sure as far as track
it,
temperature goes,
it's so
and
fast.
it makes it so slippery. It's almost like the rear wheels are flat the whole time, and it just feels like they're not even attached to the car. It's really awful, but I don't know. Maybe it'll make good racing or something. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll change the weather to something we can actually drive in. But um,
We
I
got
don't know. We'll see. It could be a good race. It could go awful, but I'm not sure exactly how that's gonna go.
It's going to be important for the point standings because there's only 5 weeks remaining. It goes Watkins Glen, Michigan, Bristol, Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then we finish our season at Richmond, which is going to be just an unbelievable place to finish this season. So best of luck to you and your team, Casey. Thanks so much for coming in with us. I'm going to bring in your teammate, Steven Esney, now and have a quick word with him. So without further ado, let's bring in
Telling me
Mr.
though.
Steven. Welcome to the Get
Hello.
Dirty MX post race show, buddy. Uh,
Thanks, guys.
welcome, buddy. Tell us about you had a good race out there at Pocono. We just got through talking with your teammate Casey Tucker, and he had a good race. He started most of the race so in the middle of the pack to the mid end of the pack, and then had a great push at the end to finish eighth. And then you, buddy, we can't even say top 10. You had a top 5 today. Good race.
Yeah, well, you look at Pocono back the other time we ran here, we finished third, so I was hoping to follow up with another top five, and the car was definitely good enough. Kyle and the rest of the PSRG did a great job on the setup this week, and I was able to start towards not where I wanted to. I was in ninth, and I was kind of around the top 10, and that first caution we pitted, and we got stuck back almost in 20th, and Casey and I drove through the field before he made some mistake, but missing his pit stall. Typical Casey there, but yeah, so we ended up after that, we had that big green flag run, and we just kind of held position and took two under that green flag pit stop there. And I wanted to pit early in case caution came out, so we'd be in front of the guys that didn't pit. But it ended up working out anyway and got us up to fifth place, I think, and we were able to hold off Nathan Wise there in a good battle to the end. Hopefully, you guys got some video of that, 'cause that was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great race between you and Nathan, especially there at the end. That was about one of the best battles there at the end, besides the battle for first place there at the end. But it was a good race. I tell you what, it's two totally different races between this race and what we did here at week 14. Week 14 loaded with cautions. Yeah, I think there was at least 10 I know of. May have been closer to 15 cautions. And today we only had about 3 or 4. So big difference today. Great racing out there and another great performance by you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun out there tonight. I mean, I think I'd rather prefer the race go, especially
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're just having a word with Stephen Esney, and we were talking about the race here at Pocono in week 21. Even forgot about where we left off there, but one of the things we were
Me
talking
too.
about was the points. Tell us a little bit about where you're at and kind of where you want to be.
Yeah, well, right now we're second. I don't think I'm gonna catch Patrick. I'm pretty sure he has the championship locked up unless something happens to him where he doesn't race the last couple weeks. But I don't think anyone's gonna be catching him. But right now we're sitting right on the bubble of locking in. So I think maybe next week or the week after we should be able to do that, which is good. And hoping the rest of my teammates can break into the top 20 who aren't. Well, Shane's the only one there. I think he's in the top 20 as of now, though, or he's pretty close to it. But
Yeah.
regardless, hopefully he can what's it called? Get to the top 20 and the rest of our teammates can stay there.
Looks like all you guys may be getting your pro license this season. That's an incredible task.
That is fantastic for all you guys to join up and do so well this season. PSRG has just been dominating.
Wouldn't go dominating. I mean, Kenny and Chad and the team were all way faster than us tonight, but we've had really fast cars, and we've been, out of the NIS drivers, I'd say we've been top of the class, but a lot of DWC guys come there and they'll run better than us.
It's going to be interesting. When you started the season, did you think you guys would be doing as well as you have?
Well, we weren't a complete team when the season started. Just me, Casey, and Kyle, and we were just kind of throwing stuff together and go out there and run races. We did okay, and I think after our merge and the Season 2 tire build came out, so we really hit our stride. So probably not. Didn't really expect to run this well. Just hoping to finish top 20, but we've done a lot way better than expectations, I think.
That's fantastic. Well, next I was going to talk to Shane Daughtery. And Shane, how you doing, buddy? First of all, welcome to the show.
Yeah, well, glad to be here.
Absolutely. Before we talk about points and things like that, man, tell us a little bit about what happened here today at Pocono.
Well, when I came into this week at Pocono, I wasn't expecting much. Not one of my better tracks, not really fast at it. But when you're on a team like PSRG and all the resources we have and the hard work by everybody, it really just helps me out a lot. And we ran great tonight. I wasn't expecting to be up there in the top 10. I was around 15th the whole race. And then when strategy came down late in the end, I didn't know it was going to work. I didn't know if it was 2 tires, 4 tires, gas and go late. In the end, we ended up taking 2 with about 13 to go. And that really helped me get up there and get an 11th place finish tonight.
Ben, that's awesome. And I tell you what, we're sitting one spot out of the top 20, but looks like maybe you are really 20th.
Yeah, it's really close right now. Obviously, still a lot to go. We got 2 races left this week, and then five more weeks, and then those 4 drop weeks that can change all that. So it's going to get interesting.
Well, we got 5 weeks remaining. We have Watkins Glen and Michigan, of course. Then we hit Bristol, Atlanta, and of course Richmond is out of those. Which is the toughest for you?
For me, definitely Watkins Glen. I'm not a road racer at all. I'm getting better at it. I ran last year there in the A Open Series, but it's going to be a challenge. We started early on the setup, so I kind of feel good. We'll keep clicking away at that. Hopefully I can get out there and at least get a top 15. I'd say 200 points next week would be an accomplishment.
Man, that'll be great. We'll definitely be looking for that. That'll be fun to watch, and we'll be keeping our eye on you, Shane. We'll tell you what, we're rooting for you to get that pro license. There's a good reason why that is, but I'm not going to mention that now. But anyways, Shane, congratulations, man. Best of luck at the Glen. I know it's going to be super tough. And we're going to move on and talk real quick. Patrick Crabtree, who is leading the points here in the NASCAR iRacing Series top split, and or really everybody. Patrick, how's it feel leading the points this after these weeks? You've been leading for quite a while now.
I don't know if I'm glad or it's more of a burden because I hear a lot about it if I slip up or anything. So, but nah, definitely. In all seriousness, it's phenomenal. I never thought we would have this kind of success going into the season. To be honest, we were kind of just me and David and Logan. We all just came into the season with the mindset of run the best we can, see what we're missing and what we're lacking on, and then come back next year and try for it. So to be leading the points, I'm ecstatic. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're not even going to have to worry about next season the way this one's gone for you. You not only just get your pro license, it looks like you may win this thing, and that's incredible.
You're actually far enough ahead that you could quit racing right now and still get your pro license.
Yeah, he clinched like 2 weeks ago.
And that's incredible. I mean, you still have 5 races remaining, and you've already clinched your pro license.
Yeah, but there's no way I'm just gonna up and quit. I want that championship so bad.
I was about to say that there's no way, even
With a
with
537-point lead, you're looking really good for that as well.
just got to
So,
keep your head up and just don't go crazy out there. Just do your thing. But the way you're racing right now, it's just been phenomenal. He had another good run today at Pocono. We jumped straight to the points because you're the point leader. But we'll talk a little bit about the race today. We watched you out there today, and you had a great race. I saw you in several great battles. I'm sure you'll see him again when you go back and watch the broadcast. We got a lot of good camera time tonight as we watched you have several battles side by side racing. And you do so well, Patrick, when you are in a pressured situation. You don't seem to get over anxious. You stay calm and collective. And usually, if you're not going to take advantage of the situation, you at least get past, but you make it really hard on whoever's trying to pass you. And that it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, tonight our car was pretty good. I think probably top five would have probably been a stretch if all like the fast guys had remained up there all race, but there was a couple of miscues there from Kenny and other drivers. But going to the last pit stop, I was running fifth, and me and Logan had a bit of a miscue. We should have definitely taken two tires, and that definitely cost us top five finish. But you live, you learn. We'll definitely iron that out for Pro Series. Hopefully it's a learning experience. Hopefully we don't do that again. But yeah, definitely a strong run. Really proud of the guys at PSRG, and I'm proud to bring on a DX Racer onto my Ford Fusion for Pro Series. I know you guys got to see that tonight. I debuted the scheme, so really excited for the Pro Series and can't wait.
Yeah, I did see you debut that paint tonight. In fact, when we started the broadcast, it showed the classic Raptor paint scheme, and then after about the first, like right as the race started, it just went ploop, and on my computer it updated, and I said, wait a minute, I said Patrick's updated his paint, and I had to go look at it, check it out, and I was like, awesome. So good news right there, buddy. That's exciting. We're gonna look forward to watching you in the Pro Series.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for doing the broadcast.
Absolutely, buddy. Anybody got anything they want to mention or say before we get ready to close things out here?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the broadcast. You guys do an amazing job, and I want to thank you for that every week. Watching us race out there, it's really cool to go back and watch the broadcast. It's really, you guys do an amazing job, and I want to thank you for that.
I want to say that I hope you guys get the Pro Series broadcast because that'd be fun. I don't think there's anyone that has it right now, so I think you guys should go talk to Shannon and Nam about it and try to get the Pro Series slot.
Sounds good to me. I appreciate the comments, and it's fun. It really is fun broadcasting you guys. When we first started, we really didn't know any of you. We knew a couple of the really big name guys out there from the DWC, but other than that, we really didn't know anybody. We really had only broadcast over on the roadside on the V8s, and but of course, Kane and me both love oval racing with a passion. I really love it. It's my thing, and I was like, we got to do something oval, and this is the series that I just really wanted to do. And once I told Kane about it, and he was like, let's do it. He was excited about it. And once we did it, after the first couple weeks, we were kind of like, oh, no, we don't know if this is going to really work out. But we just kind of stayed with it because we enjoyed doing it. And it has turned out to be just absolutely fantastic. We love doing it. And I imagine the Pro Series would be just as enjoyable. So we'll see what happens. It'll be something to look at.
Yeah, I'd like to say the same thing they said. Thanks, y'all, for broadcasting and getting us a little, whatever it may be, getting us some, I don't know, exposure, I guess. Better than just, people coming in and watching the races. On top of that, now people that don't necessarily have iRacing can come and watch on top of that. And it's just nice. It's nice to have that.
It is good for a couple different things. Like you said, it helps people that necessarily don't have iRacing that want to watch, and it also helps guys that are up and coming. They want to watch and see who is in that top spot right now, that guys are looking right now to do what you guys are doing. And it's good stuff for them to watch. I think that's where a lot of our viewers come from, is up and coming drivers that are looking ahead. They want to know how good do I have to be to get there? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're watching what you guys are doing week in and week out, and they're trying to learn from it. There's always somebody trying to climb to the top. And that's something you guys have to realize as racers as you're entering the Pro Series. There's always going to be someone there trying to knock you off as you guys continue to try to get better. It's fun. But I think that's where we have a lot of great viewers that come in here, literally, guys, every week, and they watch y'all race every single week. And that's who I want to thank is the people that actually come and watch our broadcast week in and week out. We literally get the best feedback from them. They're always very positive, and it's been really great. So to everybody that's coming and watch every week, we sure do appreciate it. And we'll be back next week for the Glen. I cannot wait. I love Watkins Glen. It's
going to be exciting.
It's a crazy race. I mean, it's a road course, but it's the fastest road course in America. The thing is unbelievably fast. There's nothing quite like it. I mean, you go to Sonoma or any other road course in America, it's nothing like Watkins Glen. The history, you name it, Watkins Glen's a special place. So I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. Plus, with only 5 weeks to go, things are starting to heat up on who's going to get their pro license and who's not. So we'll be watching for that. We're rooting for all you guys. Thanks for coming in and having a word with us post-race. And for those that have been watching the broadcast, we thank you very much. We'll be back next week for Watkins Glen. Everybody out there, have a good night.